Any piratey songs?
Sure, Fink here knows a million. Go ahead, Fink. Sing that one about Scab Island.
Oh, all right. Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scab than a scab on a pirate. And if you'll listen to me, Gab, I'll tell you why I admire it. Oh, the people are too friendly, the weather's not the best. The lodging's too expensive, and Largo's quite a pest. But the thing I like about Scab is what it hasn't got. No mayor or police force, and no jail in which to ride.
That was beautiful.
Heads up for one thing. This save here was my first attempt, or it's your save, it was my first attempt at recording this. Sorry, I'm just drinking to stay hydrated during this heat we got at the moment. Well, I'm hot anyway, but then again, I'm in a room full of game consoles. Doesn't help. Anyway, I tried recording this. I'll show a clip of what happened, but I could not. Basically, I did not have the actual game recording. I had sound only. So for the first 8% in the game, it took me 35 minutes to get there. I'm going to know what to do. But the other half of that, I have zero clue what to do. Even after trying to remember what Sips did. Yes, I watched Sips' video. That was about 2-3 years ago now.
Well, Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Wait, what? I don't remember those monkeys. Guess it's classic mode only?
Hey, you guys get out of here.
Okay, I'm switching off classic mode. We're just going back to the game.
Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big Whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
Either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Part 1, the Largo Embargo. Hopefully sound settings are alright. Didn't exactly test the sound settings before this. And I'm kind of yelling, so I'm going to have to move my mic a bit. That should do. Anyway, let's meet Largo. There he is.
Where do you think you're going, Fancy
What did he look like back?
You ain't from these parts.
Just as
are you?
ugly.
This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Who's gonna make me, Shorty?
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Please!
as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Please, not in my new coat.
Maybe I should cut you one out of cement.
Whoa!
Hey, you don't own it. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you
can never hide
from
from Lago LeGrand.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Anyway, since I know what I'm doing for the first part, we'll take
I
the
think I
shovel.
broke the sign.
We'll go get ourselves this guy's monocle for some apparent reason.
Hello.
I'm just gonna stand here until you put your monocle down. Thanks for your monocle.
Hey, where's my monocle?
I just took it, mate. Inn has nothing we need. Yeah, nothing yet anyway. You have nothing you need. I need to talk to these guys. Do the whole conversation. Get the... I will pick some different options here because it is still fun.
Did you ever get that circus started?
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, a mighty pirate.
How nice for you.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The Sacking Lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Before one thing, I'm still going to go through all these conversations and not skip them, even though I've already done them, because I want you to actually see some of these conversations. Because, like, what the heck does this have to do with performing?
Performing?
I'm getting to that. The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
Yeah?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats.
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
And search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
I don't see what this has to do with performing.
We're getting to that.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
I think it's past my bedtime.
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
That you're a pack of loonies?
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation. So to speak.
Right.
Oh, I see.
You do?
Oh, good.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
Is that your rat?
Yes. We call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
See you later.
Okay.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Well, now that's done. I got that, and now needs this bucket.
Hey, leave that alone.
And here comes the whole thing.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well,
No.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
And I did a quick way this time. The whole other conversation you could have had was, can I have this bucket? He says no. You said please. He says no. You said pretty please. He says no. And this goes on for some time. And then you get the bucket anyway. So now I need, like I said, nothing in there. Woodsmiths, I need to go get wood polish. And I can start earning money just by polishing his leg over and over. Talk to Woodsmith.
Yeah?
How much wood
could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
This conversation is just brilliant because it's all about just a woodchuck. How if a woodchuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
Can I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else?
Nope.
I'd just like to browse, thanks.
Okay. But don't touch anything.
I'll be taking those nails and hammers sometime. Anyway, so I'm sure that's all I need to do here. I'll do the money whenever I need it, which I don't know when. But anyway, take the path. We need to head to the beach to pick up a stick. We need to head to the swamp to pick up 2 things. Wait, pick up the stick. We can go have a conversation with those pirates, but it's not necessary for the beginning part, I believe. I say I believe, and then we'll find out we'll have to. Anyway, time to go to the House of Mojo. We get there by coffin. Yep, we just need this bit of string. And then we have to talk to
Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
Wasn't that long ago for me.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. I'd like to have my fortune read.
I see a hard road for you, Guybrush. Things didn't get easy for you when you defeated LeChuck, did they? People only wanted more. You had to keep proving yourself over and over. The pressure kept mounting until you lost it all. Your fame, your fortune, the one you love.
Okay, that's enough. How's business?
Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8. Although Largo took most of them.
Here you go, tell me about this
Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe?
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Now go.
Okay, so we got the shopping list. We've got a coffin to use here. To exit House of Mojo. I don't think we need to come back here until we get the four items we need. Thread, head, body, and dead. Let those words remind you that those are what we need to make the voodoo doll. Simple enough. Well, you would think, since the only thing I've ever gotten at this moment in time is from the dead. Shovel on grave.
This is creepy feeling.
Okay, his pants definitely fell down there.
I swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
Okay, I need to remember epilepsy warning before this scene. Let's see, I've already got the dead. Now I need to somehow get into the inn. For that I need... right. This is where we go to charter a ship. I need to know about... right. I want to see how this dude looks in the old... Classic. Yeah, he still looks as awesome.
Hello?
Hello, man. My name's Captain Dre. What can I do for ya?
Navy Dreads.
Thanks, man.
I need to charter a ship.
I can't charter you my ship because a while ago I lost my lucky sailing necklace. I called it my eye that has seen the world. I can't sail without it? No way, man. Besides, that mean and nasty guy Largo, he has an embargo on the island. No ships can sail in or out without his approval. There's no way he would let me leave.
Tell me more about that necklace thingy you lost.
It happened some time ago. My navigator and I set sail for this legendary island. When we arrived, we were taken prisoner by cannibals. I escaped, man, but my navigator was not so lucky. All I found of him was one of his eyeballs, and I've kept it as a good luck charm.
Gee, I think I've met your friend.
Unlikely.
Why can't I charter your ship?
Like I said before, man.
Why did I do that?
Lost my lucky...
No, space does not skip. Space
necklace.
does not skip.
Largo has an embargo on the island.
Right, well, time to
I gotta
go.
run. Lots of treasure hunting to do.
Okay. Bye, man. Come again.
Well, so let's see. This is basically the point where it's like I grind for the money and I don't know what to do with that money because I can't. There's a bar in the town I can't buy grog from because I don't have ID. Head to the beach again. I'll check here because I don't want to go back into Woodtick yet. In case I'm missing something here. Because I know there's these guys here. There's a sign that talks about weenies. I've clicked off my game.